What this video is I've picked out 4 of the accessories I believe that every iPad user should use because it makes your life so much easier. And I'm going to share them all in this video. Let the download begin. So guys, if you're new here and you want to learn how to use and troubleshoot your devices plus some other cool tech stuff, we can help. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button and that bell for notification so you don't miss when we release some cool, helpful content. So like I said, the iPad Pro is a monstrous device. It does so much to begin with, but there are a couple of accessories you can add to your workflow that kind of kicks your iPad usage to the next level. Like, guys, sit back and relax. Everything I talk about is going to be in the description with links so you can check them out for yourself. And one of the main ones is going to be a no-brainer for me, and I think a no-brainer for most. It's literally a part of the Apple brand of products, and that's going to be the Apple Pencil. I think this is probably one of the kind of must-haves you should have if you're really serious about workflow on your iPad Pro. I just think the Apple Pencil adds so much to what you're able to do on the iPad. It unlocks a myriad of things that you can do, even if you're not an artist per se, but if you're a person that takes a lot of notes, if you're a person that wants to alter documents, if you're a person that wants to create documents, if you're a person that wants to create in general, the Apple Pencil does give you the ability to basically create from any document that you have and also take some really detailed notes into your iPad itself. I really use it in my workflow on a day-to-day basis. My 9-to-5 job, I take a ton of different notes and I store those notes all in my iPad, and the Apple Pencil really comes in handy for me being able to take those notes in a way that is natural to me and not just typing on the screen or typing on the keyboard itself. Sometimes I need to really quickly edit some documents and the pencil really comes in handy there as well. I think it really adds a lot to your workflow, and I think if you want a deeper interaction with the actual iPad Pro itself, the Apple Pencil is going to be able to provide that for you. And it's extremely easy to pair to the iPad. All you really need to do is take the pencil out, rest it on top of the iPad, and it connects in like 5 seconds. If that much. And you can check the battery directly through your Apple interface itself. I think it's a really awesome accessory, especially if you're using your tablet like a computer or a laptop. This really does take the place of the mouse where you really need that fine clicking or get in between lines when you're editing text or documents. The Apple Pencil really does come in handy. So speaking of tablet versus laptop, my next accessory is going to be the Logitech Slim Folio keyboard case for your iPad Pro. So this is actually a really fantastic piece of accessory, and I fell in love with it immediately as I started using it. I just really like this particular accessory. Now there's a couple of keyboard accessories that you can buy, especially the one from Apple. The reason why I went with the Logitech one is because it does have those backlit keys, and I do a lot of typing sometimes in the dark, and I do need that particular backlit keys. I like the way the keys are very clickable. The keyboard itself feels great to type on, and I think it adds another layer of making your iPad feel more like a laptop versus just a tablet. I believe that word processing on it. Again, surfing the internet, creating documents, creating anything basically, sometimes you just don't want to be typing on the screen of the iPad itself. Even though those on-screen keyboards are pretty cool, I really like the feedback that you get from a natural keyboard. And this keyboard connects directly to your iPad. It gives you several layers of adjustment to make sure you're at the right level when you're typing. And it's also very sturdy. It's very easy to connect as well. And the battery lasts extremely long. I think this is a really nice piece of accessory, especially if you're looking to have your iPad Pro kind of replace your laptop. You definitely want that laptop aesthetic, and I think this particular keyboard folio case also provides that. So it also folds into a case that secures the screen of your iPad, which is also a big plus. This is definitely going to take your iPad processing to the next level. And as in anything in the world, storage is king. So I needed a little bit of extra storage space to store my documents, my files, my music, my movies, my information in general. I went with the SanDisk 500 gigabyte external hard drive. It connects with a USB Type-C directly to your iPad. There's really no formatting that's necessary. You basically just plug it into your iPad and you have an external storage device that you can now save things into, put things in, and you're not storing things directly on the onboard storage of your iPad itself. I think sometimes we all overestimate how much storage we use or how much storage we actually need. So having something additional that you can kind of connect to your iPad to make sure you're not in a situation where you're out and about trying to store something in your iPad and all of a sudden you look like you ran out of storage. That's not going to happen because you have your portable hard drive here. It's really a portable hard drive. It's small, it's portable, it's very unassuming. It's not going to take up too much space either in your laptop bag or in your bag in general. You can even carry it in your pocket. That's how small it is. So I think having 500 gigs to a terabyte, there's a terabyte version also available, is always going to be a benefit. You're always going to need storage, and this provides just that. And the last one is probably my most favorite. It's such a weird device. It's the RadPower. I think most of you probably never heard of it, but this little device does so much for you, and it's going to take your workflow to another level because of all the things you're actually able to do with this little black box here. So the RadPower File Hub is basically a travel router. It's a wireless SD card reader. You can connect portable SD hard drives to it. You can wirelessly connect to your iPhone or iPad, tablet, laptop. You can do data transfers, portable NAS. It even has a 6700 milliamp battery for charging your devices. So if you go around the device itself, in the connections you have a USB, a micro USB, and an Ethernet port. You can basically just slide your SD card into the SD card reader here, picks up on the card immediately. It has a SD to USB backup button here. So what that SD USB backup button is basically if you have a USB external hard drive connected to this device and you slide your SD card into the slot, all you do is press that button and it detects that you have an SD card in and an external hard drive connected, and it automatically begins to back up the information from your SD card to that external hard drive. No connection needed. So it's basically backing up on the fly. With the Ethernet connection, you can even plug in an Ethernet cable directly into it and turn it into basically a wireless hotspot for an internet connection. So if you have a wireless internet with a wire, and you can plug that wire directly in there and it becomes a wired connection in your area, so you're creating a hotspot where you are. That's pretty cool. So it works basically through the app itself. You just download the app. It's available in the Apple App Store or in the Android Play Store. Once you've downloaded that application, all you have to do is basically launch the RadPower's Wi-Fi, connect to it, and once you connect to it, the app will then start recognizing that storage is connected to the RadPower. And through the app, you can do basically anything you can do with storage. You can rename folders, you can create folders, you can delete files, you can add files, you can move files. It's basically just your wireless storage option, and again, it's completely wireless. You're not connecting it to the device itself. You're doing this all wirelessly through the application, and it actually works fairly well. So if you're a person that has a lot of data stored on external hard drives and a lot of data stored on SD cards, then you can definitely use this particular device to manage your storage, access it wirelessly and seamlessly across your devices without any problems. And you can connect multiple devices to it at once. I've had my iPhone and my iPad connected to it and my Android phone connected to it all at once, and they're all able to see the storage devices that are there without any lag, without any disturbance. It's actually a really cool device. Now this video is a quick review comparison we did with the Apple Watch Series 5 and Series 4 that you might want to check out, and this is something that YouTube believes you'd enjoy watching. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell for notifications so you don't miss when we release some cool, helpful content like this one. Until next time, guys. Peace.